All right. I think we're live. Can anybody see me out there? I think we're live. I only got one number in the countdown, number 3. I didn't get any of the numbers. I'm hitting a key. It's not doing anything for 4 or 5 seconds, so bear with me. Let me bring up who's in the basement.
Hello. And hello out there in chat land.
Hello from the 51st state.
Yeah, for some reason.
It does say live, Kenny.
Yeah, my computer, like I said, it's messed up. It's messed up.
Sound
I
like
don't
you
know
got
why,
a cold,
but
Ken.
it is. All right, so, oh my God, this week I was out of work a couple days. Cough, just like a nasty, nasty cough. Like a head cold, like a sinus thing. So, anyway, it was cold weather
heat
here.
in your shop.
Single digits and teens this week. It was really cold. The wind chill was ridiculous.
I recommend alcohol. It won't cure you, but it makes it a lot more fun to be sick.
No good. No good. You freeze to death out there with the wind chill.
Yeah.
This is actually vodka. So.
Kenny needs heat in his shop and quit working outside in the cold.
Yeah, Kenny. That's
everybody comes
actually
into our
this
shop
morning.
And they say, "Oh, is it ever nice
can
in
you guys
here?"
even?
I said, "It's only 23."
Can you guys even?
You're choppy. The sound is choppy, but we can. Yes.
A little.
Yeah.
You're back in and out.
All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to totally reboot. I'm gonna totally reboot.
Yeah.
So Hank, you guys take over for a few minutes. I'm gonna totally reboot. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Hardware reset.
Give that computer a little shot of that cough medicine. That'll fix it up.
Yeah. Any questions there? I don't see any questions.
Have we got any questions there?
Yeah, I got a question. I want to know how much my taxes are going to be if we're the 51st state.
Well, actually, he was talking about that this week, and he says if you become the 51st state and Elon gets all the money in from whatever he's looking for, it's going to be tax-free.
See, no taxes.
I think we should stay off politics on the street.
My dad told me that the only reason we pay income tax was it was supposed to be a one-time deal to service the war effort, eh? Then it appears we had another war that we had to service.
Exactly, yeah.
And then they forgot that it was only supposed to service the war, and they said, geez, let's just keep up income taxes so we could do what Elon's showing everybody's been doing. I can't believe it.
What I get a kick of, we have people living at 430 years old collecting Social Security.
Yeah, vampires are alive and well.
Oh, well.
But I just heard on the news today that the Liberal government wants to give an extra $1 billion to our Canadian CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like just pay the journalists so they tell you what that party that pays them wants them to say.
That's what we had here.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's terrible.
Yeah, follow the leader.
So what you guys been working on this week?
Snowblowers.
Snowblowers.
Everybody's burning out belts, Klaus.
Why?
They don't know how to use a snowblower.
Oh.
They let it freeze inside the auger, and then they go turn it on.
Or they go and they think it's a plow and it'll keep on, and they don't watch the chute, and the snow's not coming out of the chute.
Yeah.
And then you hear, and you say, and you're yelling at them, stop.
Yeah.
The one we did a brand new auger belt for the neighbor 1 week, snowfall. The following week, we get another snowfall, brand new belt, smokes that one too.
Yeah.
Well, on YouTube or Facebook, I saw this girl advertising a snowblower that she drops down a plow, and you can angle it, and use it as a plow instead of a snowblower. Yeah.
Then you only burn out your drive belt.
There you
Yeah. No, but you
Richard had no auger. He's just using it as a plow.
but you think somebody will come up with a clutch system or something that can handle that? Because
Well, they kind of do. You know that the drive belt and the friction disc are like a clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
The worst one on the market right now is the Cub Cadet 3-stage. Just a minute,
Yes,
boy.
I've heard that with the front screw on it.
Thank you, dear.
They have one with a transmission, just like a hydro transmission on a riding mower with the hydro part of it.
that makes good sense.
Well,
Probably so expensive, so the average guy couldn't afford it.
Brock was working on one, and it had that hydro transmission.
Well, the 3-stage Cub Cadets got to be the ones that plug up the most that I've ever seen. And I'm going to tell you what was funny. The plow come down our street and it plowed a gigantic pile in front of our driveway.
Ridge.
And, gigantic boulders of frozen ice and snow, right? And after we had fixed all these snow blowers on the street with smoke belts, I take out a little 5.5, 22-inch snow blower that we got in the shed that I got for sale. And I go out there, and all you can hear is these great big chunks of ice flying out of the chute. And I thought I was going to break the plastic chute, right? And everybody's looking at me, and they're saying, how the heck are you getting all of that clean without burning out your belt? We burnt out our belts, and we weren't doing anything like that thing's doing. And I said, yeah, but you notice what I'm doing? I got the auger engaged. I never let go of it. I drive in and I stop. And I let it clear. Then I drive it in and I stop. And I'm taking my time. I'm retired. I got no place to go. So I got all the time in the world. Go slow and easy. You'll never burn out a belt. Never.
Well, I'll tell you, I wish there was a slow mode on my snowblower. I mean, the slowest mode is still fast.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's too fast for as much snow as I'm trying to take,
And if you go into reverse first, it's in reverse, and in between it is a neutral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, some of them are pretty quick in first gear.
Yeah, they're just too fast. I got to find a way to adjust that a little more to slow.
There's a question in here in the chat.
Where is
it? Cali Roots. It says here, good morning, guys. How long do you think they will continue to produce gas-powered small engines for small equipment? How do you think the repair industry will change, or will it just go away?
I don't think it'll go away.
Producing small.
Well,
that's going to change.
I mean, the first part, will some equipment be? Yeah, it'll go electric. I don't think there's any way around that.
Yeah.
But that machinery needs servicing too. Maybe not as complex, but still, it needs servicing, repairing. When they will discontinue gas engines, that's going to be a legislative decision. I think people will buy the cheapest piece of equipment they can lay their hands on always, but it won't come until somebody says, no more gas powered this or no more gas powered that. I think if we take something like a snow blower that you guys were talking about before, that thing is very, very thirsty when it comes to power.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a while before they go fully electric and still function. But you never know. One day somebody wakes up and makes a new type of battery that'll do it. And
well, I think it depends on each country. I mean, I don't think India would ever get rid of gas power stuff because that's how they run their country. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not ever going to be total battery. No. So it's going to be country by country what kind of legislation they're going to put.
It'll come down to money, right?
Yeah.
And also, I mean, if they keep spending all all that lithium raw material, one day we won't have an oil shortage. We'll have a lithium shortage. So,
Exactly.
so it'll just
And big
And no
pollution.
place to store all the dead batteries.
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest mess that's going to happen with all these lithium-ion batteries.
Yeah. And people
Nobody's
don't understand that for some reason. You go lithium, you got that forever. You're never going to get rid of that.
At least not as it is now.
No, because they can't take it apart the way they put it together.
No.
Well, it has to come with legislation so that you have to 100% recover every lithium battery that you buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think
Kenny's going downstairs to reboot. So
All right.
I'm pretty sure the small engine repair business is going to stay busy only because there are people like, just take a look at the 1960 small engines that are out there that people took care of that are still operating and running fine. You know, from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. These are gas engines that are still out there running.
Oh yeah.
And lawnmowers that are in good shape because they maintained them and kept them clean and didn't abuse them. So I think they'll still be here. I think the battery operated stuff is coming, but they got to develop a better, safer battery than they have right now. And something, and the other thing is these countries got to develop like the infrastructure. Before you allow something to come in like that, you should have some kind of recycling plan or a station that's going to be able to recycle everything. Look at all the tires all over the world.
yeah.
Look at like in Egypt, they got a desert filled with tires.
Yeah, over
I know.
here, I can't get rid of tires. You know, they want big dollars to get rid. As much as I could buy a brand new tire for, that's what they want to get rid of a tire.
No, we have at our county resident dump areas. They've got trailer. You put used tires in. There's no company in Jackson, Georgia comes and gets them and shreds them up, makes other stuff out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, some do, some can be done, but there's also components in old tires that is not exactly good for you.
Well, the steel radial, I think they got to get rid of because all the steel banding in it. They just use the tread part.
I think it's some of the chemicals they add to the rubber.
Yeah.
That's not. I don't know, but I mean, at some point, I mean, I guarantee you, many years ago, somewhere, 5 guys were sitting together talking, and nobody ever's going to use that waste oil. We're just going to keep dumping it on the ground because nobody wants it. And today, I mean, waste oil is a commodity, right? It's something you can sell and get money for.
But close, I think it's Denmark that has a proprietary method of recycling tires and extracting oil out of the tires. I caught something, and I think it's in Denmark. It's either Denmark or Norway, but it's proprietary. They won't give the information out. Somehow they freeze.
I know that. Yeah,
and they extract the oil out of it.
Well, they extract the steel out of it.
Oh, okay.
It's the steel. They flash freeze the tires, and then they pulverize them, and they just pick up the steel.
Now, weren't they taking the oil out of it also?
I don't know.
Because there's a lot of oil in rubber.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what it's made out of, oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't answer you. I don't know.
Demonstrations would be harder to do if you didn't have old tires around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like these companies that repay roads. A lot of times they have to send the ate up asphalt back to the asphalt plant to be recycled because they say it costs a fortune just to make asphalt.
Yeah.
Well, they're putting it into the rubber tires after they shred them into asphalt.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not lasting as long as regular solid asphalt.
Nope.
Over here, every other year they're doing the highway over here because it breaks up, breaks up.
Oh, there was a video on YouTube I saw. They were taking tractor tires and they were redoing them, the agro tires. I'm like, and there was a company in Griffin called Band-Aid. They did retreads for tractor trailer tires. Yeah, they were wanting they were gonna go out of business, but Bridgestone bought them out. So Bridgestone now owns that company. They redo treads for tractor trailer tires.
Mhm.
That's the one that has
Yeah,
all
no,
the-
but I mean, I think there's a lot of uses for
Let me know what it is.
used tires, but just
Yeah.
think about how many tires it goes in the pile every day.
It's just like those tires on those big earth movers, them big huge earth move dump trucks that land at mines and stuff. Once that machine goes out, what are you gonna do with a tire? I mean, a tire what 10 foot tall? That's a big tire.
For those of you out there, Kenny is getting himself set up in his basement because the computer upstairs where he usually does the live streams is not working correctly. So he's getting himself set up downstairs.
Yeah.
So anybody in Connecticut that's got IT experience, shoot over to Kenny's house.
And now he says that the battery is low. So
Yeah.
wait for it
But
to charge.
but as much as I love Kenny, he's got the crappiest computer you can get. It's one of those Chromebooks stuff. They are so slow. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Earlier,
Oh yeah.
you were
And
talking. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. And they even we seen a bridge in Griffin. They tore it apart. They had to go through the concrete, get all the rebar out, then they sent the concrete back off to be recycled for something else. Like I said, most of it's what they call crush and run.
Now we were talking about recycled asphalt. They've got a highway in Hamilton, outside of Hamilton, called the Red Hill Valley Thruway, or whatever you want to call it. And they went with some kind of European asphalt that was, I forget how much cheaper it was to lay this asphalt down. The only problem is I think there's actually class action lawsuits because of the accidents that have happened on it and the deaths, because it's slippery. It doesn't have the bite. And that could be because they added rubber to the asphalt mixture. And I remember going to do an outboard motor pickup and coming back in a rainstorm, and the car ahead of me just touched its brakes, and I had a lot of distance, and I just touched mine, and all of a sudden I was sliding.
Yeah.
And that's not snow. That's just wet highway.
Yeah. Oh,
I forgot where I saw it, but I saw a whole bank of charging stations for cars to charge their batteries. And then at the end of the line, what was providing the power was this big, humongous generator.
Yep.
So where's the savings?
Well, you're going to have to do that in Alberta because there isn't anything out there.
Nah, what was it? I think I've seen a video. They got charging stations out in California. They had to have a diesel generator. I'm like, it's like the diesel generator. And you know that thing's got to be big to provide power to all them charging stations. You imagine the kilowatt hours that thing has to provide.
Who are they buffaloing, And the new trucks, they have the electric ones, was a Rave or something like that truck. It was all totally electric. And when I saw it, I said, what kind of truck is that, to the lady? And she told me, the Rave or whatever it is, and total electric. And she says, I said, how do you like it? She says, well, I don't mind driving it, but it's my husband's, and I hate paying the electric bill.
Oh, yeah. They're not cheap.
No.
Oh, was it? It was somewhere in Quebec. They showed this guy on YouTube those electric buses, school buses.
The
one
Lion.
caught fire. Oh my God, almighty.
Yeah, it's the Lion school bus. There's quite a few of them that caught on fire.
Yep. They're like, you got to be joking. I mean, and they still trying to figure out what caused the fire.
That Daniel.
Yeah. I said, but that guy, the videos he did on it, they asked him to remove those videos from his YouTube channel. Like, he's just making a point.
If the rest of us can have a word, Kenny, are you you're in a position where you can check your the basement?
Yeah, hold on. I'm waiting for my Samsung tablet to boot up. I'm trying to watch you on a TV while looking at my phone. Anyway, hold on one second.
Tomorrow morning, we're going to Circuit City. you need some new gear, buddy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Cali Roots to Tennessee Boots got a question.
Steel chainsaws, is that the one?
Yeah.
Are putting a lot of electronics now to control fuel and other. Yeah, you guys foresee that coming to? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there'll be more of that because they're reacting to whatever country's version of the EPA is out there. So yeah, there'll be more controlled combustion. Yeah, and but to be honest, guys,
EFI.
a lawnmower engine is sort of due for an update somewhere because they've been dirty burning for what, 50 years?
Yeah. Riding lawnmowers, you'll see more EFI on riding mowers.
The transmission snowblower.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
Yeah, I hope that answered the question, Kelly.
I put stream Ken's streaming under my name here, so if you're looking to pop up, the stream restream is on there.
Right. But Cut Kenny's back. He's suffering from a bad computer.
Yeah, that's one thing about Circuit City Clouds here. They went slap out of business. I'm like,
I know.
Yeah, it went out.
That's the only name I could remember I could come up with. Somewhere where they sell electronic stuff. And I can't say Radio Shack anymore either. So
I don't know of an electronic store anymore. They're all selling beds and refrigerators and stoves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is that, like Best Buy? I think, right? Best Buy.
Oh yeah.
Well, PC Richards, Best Buy, Circuit City, the big, all these electronic stores. They're selling everything but a whole thing of electronics.
Radio Shack.
Let me get one let me get one that's bound to work. Kenny, tomorrow we're going on Amazon.
Yeah, we'll donate to the cause.
Add to basket. Just get used to it. Yeah.
Is Kenny's voice audio clear now?
I don't know, but he's got Mark on there.
Yeah.
Marty.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Missed you last week.
Yeah, it's been cold here. Not a whole lot going on. It's too damn
The
cold.
big melt's coming shortly.
Yeah. If you look outside my window, it looks like they took a sheet of plastic and melted it because it's shiny and it conforms to the rocks and trees and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like the plastic melted, over everything.
Nice.
We got the big melt coming here in Ontario next week.
Do you?
Yeah,
Seems
gonna
like
hit
it's warming
10
up
degrees.
about everywhere.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be a lot of places gonna get flooded out because everything downstream of a big river is gonna make all that snow's gonna melt and get into the river, and all of a sudden it's gonna be a flooding.
Dirt Rider be good.
Well, I think that is good from his side.
He wants to share.
It can get worse. We actually need Big John up here to keep the crowd in line.
Yeah.
And I went yesterday, tried to find a 5/8 inch diameter, 2 foot long piece of all thread hardware store I went to. They didn't have none but the regular pipe. I'm like, I ain't have no way to put threads on it. So I had to buy 3/4 and 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
It's a big all thread.
Yeah. I'm waiting on that guy to come back. He's gonna redo that old carburetor on that chipper shredder, and he found the fish nuts, but the ones he got a 1/2 inch. He's gonna see if they gonna fit, but I was like, nope, they gotta be 5/8.
Who is this? Asking about Scott running the chainsaw backwards.
It's William. It's one of William's. William, you know this. You work on small engines. You know the answers to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody else did that. Was it Toro did that?
Yep.
He also had a video on how to run them backwards.
Yep.
You guys,
John, how you doing, John?
Hi, John. We just needed you to keep the wild ones in the chat in check.
What did I do this time?
Yeah. Sorry,
So
officer.
Kenny
It
got
wasn't
good
me.
audio?
It wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me.
Has Kenny got good audio now?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Talk for a while. See if it
Yeah.
breaks up.
Better.
Right now, it's even worse down here. I'm hitting something that's like a minute before it goes through.
Wow.
But you got
Yeah, but at least you're not choppy.
Yeah,
It might-
you're not.
Now, right now, I'm talking through my phone.
Yeah. Okay.
I've done
It's,
that.
it's good pictures, good sound right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm put it this way. I'm watching you guys. Where are you? Hold on. I'm actually watching you. I can't turn you. I'm watching you on a big screen while I'm
Yep.
talking to you on a little screen.
There you go.
It's working.
Yeah. We gonna need to hire the Geek Squad to come help Ken out.
No,
Well,
I
he
think
just needs to get his internet away from the model where you have to hand crank it.
Yeah, when he started up, dick dong, dick dong, dick
We're
dong.
Ken.
no, I think my
Hey?
I think your internet speed's gone to the dogs.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Upside. How do we do this?
That's
You're
that new
upside down.
yoga.
Yeah, yoga.
Nah. Welcome to America Online. Yeah.
Have any? To be honest, just for a quick one, has any of you ever tried yoga?
Yogurt. Yeah, I eat yogurt once
No,
a
no. Yoga. The pain is exquisite. It hurts.
I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, see?
Freaking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you drink beer after supper.
Oh, I drink it before supper, so I'm good.
That's my kind of yoga.
Yeah, exactly.
Hank and I prefer to go to like yoga classes and just stand in the back and look.
See if it's something you want to join in on, right?
Downward doggy.
You're right. Join in.
Well, I know you're joking there, Wayne, because if you are standing there in the back, you will you'll get out fairly fast. There is but when you do yoga, it presses on all your intestines, releasing gases. Hey, Stella.
Hey, Stella.
Whoa.
Oh,
I've
she's in the
been
house.
waiting to get on for a while, but that's okay.
Oh.
I was having my own camera problems.
Oh. Kenny's
Well,
At least
side.
I'm not sideways.
we all go
You have to hire your own roadie.
No matter how many
like
times
this.
he turns that TV, he's still sideways.
Kenny's really on the International Space Station floating sideways, waiting for Elon to send up that rescue ship.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
like this, Ken.
and a new computer.
I've been living under a rock. Did they ever
I
bring them
can't
home?
hear any.
Bring them home yet?
Not yet.
Oh, they're still up there, Bruce.
Imagine how
Well,
long
I heard
this
they
farm's
weren't coming
gonna be.
down until March anyway, is what I heard.
Oh, now it's March, yeah. It was going to be February.
Well, let's put it this
Yeah,
way.
March is
I
not
wouldn't
far
be
away.
coming back on a Boeing product.
Yeah, right.
Last one didn't work out too good.
No.
No. I fly on a Boeing product to Mexico, of course.
Okay.
Upside down.
Your hat's going to fall off, Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a chin strap. Stella, I was actually thinking about you here about a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
I follow you know, when you follow a channel and you're not quite sure whether you like it or not, but I've been
Yeah.
hanging on for a while. It's called Dave's Auto Shop or Dave's Auto Repair something.
Yeah, he had a great Sprinter blow up the other day. Did you see that
Bingo.
one?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the one I
Yeah.
saw. Yeah.
Okay,
And-
is it
and
a
he's
newer
like,
Sprinter
you know-
or an older Sprinter?
Mine is a 2019, and I think this was a 2022 that he had.
Yeah.
It was one of the
21.
last of the six-cylinder diesel engines. And his theory, of course, he can't tell because they already sent back the injectors for core charges.
Yeah.
But he's pretty sure that injector opened wide up, and basically the entire combustion chamber was like hydrolocked. And
Yep.
it bent the crank, if you can imagine,
Yeah.
on a
bent the
six-cylinder
Yeah.
engine.
But what I noticed was that thing is built pretty stout.
yeah, it is
Did
built
you see
stout,
the
which is
size of the bolts for the heads and every? Wow.
yeah. And this is why I don't. I mean, I understand why they're forced to make a smaller engine, but you know, you're talking about a lot of weight and a lot of torque. And I'm sorry, I don't care if it is this or that or the weight is the same or whatnot. That's a lot of stress on a 4-cylinder engine. You know, the new ones are 4 cylinders, and you know, yeah, it might get 1 mile to the gallon better, but as soon as you load the whole thing down with a bunch of gear, material, cargo, whatever, you're at the full weight limit at that point. So
I did hear one thing though, somebody arguing that a common rail diesel, which this is,
yeah,
actually likes when it's a little bit underpowered. It wants to work. It wants to get up to temperature.
And that sort of makes sense to me. But I'll tell you the one thing that didn't make sense: a 2022 van that blew up, and he says we had to spend $20,000 on a rebuilt engine for this thing, and I'm kind of thinking about it. God, that's a lot of money. In my head is spinning. I'm like, but wait, this thing has 100,000 mile 5-year warranty on the powertrain. Why did they buy a new engine for this? Mercedes should have just replaced that thing.
Yep.
I mean, even if you're the second or third owner, it only had 67,000 miles on it.
Maybe you know, what makes injectors go bad, other than if the injector is bad, is water contamination.
Yes, and apparently the intercoolers collects a lot of water, and they said they had a recall on it for certain models, and I can put in my VIN, and I don't recall seeing that recall that happened to replace those intercoolers. So I'm gonna have to dig some more.
Yeah, but water. I'm sorry, the injector is lubricated by the fuel. So if you got bad fuel or if you got water in your fuel, the injector is actually the first one to suffer.
So have diesels gotten too technical?
Diesel has gotten from an old school product to high tech stuff. Diesel today is just not diesel. I mean, back in the day, you could mix gasoline and diesel and it'll stay mixed. Today it separates.
Yeah.
So something has changed.
Just go and look at the room you got in Frank to get in there and work on that engine. Then if Frank was a new truck, try to look and find the gap between the engine and some body molding. You can't even get a hand into anything.
I know you got to pull a brake booster to get the last plug of.
Right. Well, I'm shocked at how much room is under the hood of this Sprinter van I've got. There's a whole bunch of room on either side. Of course, I can't get to it because I'm too short.
At least you don't have spark plugs.
Things up to here.
No, but I mean the Sprinter van in general, whether it being a 6 or a 4-cylinder in diesel, those are very, very popular all over the world, I think.
You should see how many of them there are down here.
Yeah, I mean
for the tourism business, wow.
Yeah, I mean, and they get turned into anything from
Yeah.
just a white van, plumber guy to buses to camper vans to everything.
12-passenger van.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenny's back.
There he
Hey,
is.
Kenny.
Well, kind of.
Kenny, Kenny, are you breathing? Hello. Hey, oi.
He's here in
Yeah, you're
spirit
working
with
on your
us.
light there.
He looks a bit.
I might be back. I got a guy here to pick up a snowblower.
All right.
So I'll go out.
Ka-ching!
They went.
Archie, how you doing, big guy?
You can put me down at the bottom if you need to, boys.
Yeah, if we had control. No control.
No control.
All this power and no control.
Yeah.
That's what they've always told me.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
all.
it was interesting to see that engine, Stella. That's pretty stoutly
Yeah.
built.
Hola.
He's back.
Hola.
Yep.
¿Cómo está?
Am I back?
You
You're
are?
back.
Yes.
There you are.
Looking good too. You're in the sun.
Hey, right there.
Now I'm on my work phone.
Oh,
Ah,
So this is like the fourth thing I'm trying to get on. Unbelievable.
wow.
You're using your work
Have
phone
you
as
just
a hotspot?
rebooted your router?
I
Rooter?
should, but I know my son's in the middle of probably an important game around the world, so I don't want to screw him up.
well,
Oh.
you'll get his attention.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He'll come down
But right
real quick.
now, like I said, I'm watching you on this screen. I'm talking to you on this phone, and I'm trying to charge up my Samsung tablet so I could do it normally while my computer upstairs is shit to bed. So anyway, I don't know.
And your modem's probably erroring out.
Something. But can you hear me real time?
Yeah,
Yes.
My
It's a
lips
good
are
thing.
matching my sound.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
You're good. You're good.
You got to shave.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, once you start blowing your nose 1,000 times, you want to get rid of that, you know?
It's like saving it for later, man.
Anyway, let's see. Is anyone? Let me look. Hold on.
Last week we had a pretty beardy show.
You did?
Beardy.
Oh. Also,
Not beery.
We're all set. So, has everyone talked about their week or what?
No,
Yeah, no, well, some of us.
it's been going good. I don't know if John wanted the link, but I don't know if he's down there in the basement or not.
No one in the basement.
Okay.
Let me throw the link. Hold on.
Hold on, you got 3 screens. Which basement? Oh, I'm just kidding.
You really?
What's your shirt say, Stella?
Oh, it's from an old scooter rally that I went to in,
Right on.
good Lord, 2011. Scary, isn't it?
They had scooters back then?
Yeah.
They had good
So
t-shirts.
did I.
back then. They had good t-shirts back then.
That's right. They had good t-shirts. No, man. Actually, I drove to that scooter rally. It was in Cocoa Beach. I took my 1988 F-150 to the shop that did all my work. And I said, guys, give it the once-over. I'm going to drive to Cocoa Beach. And this was in 2011. And I spent about $600, and they replaced every hose, every belt, everything. And they said all that was on that car was all the original stuff. And I'm like, holy schmoly, from 1988 to 2011. And he says, don't expect any of this new stuff to last. And I was like, yep, I hear you, man.
Did you really say holy schmoly, or did you say something?
I said holy
Holy
schmoly.
schmoly.
I did. I'm trying to keep it G-rated here. You know, I mean, I have to work really hard at that, guys. You have no idea how hard it is for me to like keep that lip.
I've got the original rad hoses on my truck, and they're 27 years old.
Yeah.
But you know, I spray that engine off every time I wash the truck, so there's no oil leaking at the front on the tops of the hoses.
Right.
That's all. And it's
Bruce, you're the only guy that's got your original battery in your lawn tractor.
not
How
the
many years?
original lawn
14?
battery. No,
14
that's not the
years?
original lawn battery. That battery is from 2008,
Wow.
Nice. Sweet.
and the tractor is a 1996
Is it a flooded AGM battery?
Yeah, it's a flooded lead battery. Yeah.
Oh,
Just no, it's not AGM. No, it's not
Yeah,
a
it's
matte.
lead acid.
It's lead acid
well,
battery.
if you keep that stuff going, you know.
Well, I got the tractor from an old telephone man who maintained remote switching systems in the middle of nowhere that had these fantastic batteries in them, and this wasn't from that, but he knows more about batteries than most people know about eating.
You might have put some magic in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, keeping those things topped off with water is, I think, the hardest thing.
Good
To
distilled
do.
water, actually.
Yeah, and with distilled water, yeah.
I had a tractor come in earlier this week where the battery was 100% dead. I mean, you put the multimeter on it, nothing happened. I said, okay, that must be a goner. I put the charger on it and let it sit there overnight. An intelligent charger, because it'll tell me if. But it took a charge and okay, well, you charge overnight. When I put the tester to that battery the next day, 100% health, 98%. I'm sorry, 100% charge, 98% health. I'm kind of like, okay,
Yeah. If you on batteries, if you sometimes can't get a new charger to take it because it's not sensing enough voltage to turn itself on, it'll go into error. Get an old 12-volt battery charger that puts out 6 amps and clamp it on there for a half a day until you get the battery up and actually doing something. And then put your fancy charger on it.
But I thought I would have to try that, but no, it took the intelligent charger and it charged it up, and we'll see how long it lasts. But the tester gave it a thumbs up. So.
And then I have my little battery rejuvenator that you gave me, close, and it's still. Well, I use that once in a while.
But that battery you got, Bruce, did you have to rejuvenate it? No, you just maintained it, right?
My own personal one from 2012, I did, but not this one from 2008.
Yeah, so if you do proper maintenance on them and keep them charged up and
keep them wiped down, keep the leakage off the positive.
Yeah.
Just proves they
and don't let it get too low. You know,
and I actually believe in not storing them on a place that is even semi-conductive, because it will slow them down.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce, Mark's asking you about his some kind of antique air compressor.
Oh, my compressor? Oh. Where?
Marcus.
Oh, well, it's not an antique. It's made in 1966.
Yeah.
That's antique. That's antique.
No, that's vintage.
Yeah,
there's a big argument in the world where I am. It's what's antique, what's vintage, what's classic. Oh my God, bring another one in. So much drama.
And it just proves that if you do proper maintenance, like Mr. Pender does, equipment lasts a very long time.
Exactly.
I'm a real pain in the ass to have at a party.
Exactly.
I think all of us on the panel are classics.
Yeah. Here he comes. Jesus, don't talk about your tractor.
Right.
Did you ever rejuvenate a battery? It has a question here.
Yes, I've seen people do that, but I
gotta have a stick welder first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one, but it's a piece of crap. Doesn't even work anymore.
Well, maybe you could recharge batteries with it.
Yeah. I used to recharge Lisa with.
Oh.
She's at a parade right now.
Parade?
Yeah.
Is this like a Mardi Gras thing? I meant to ask you that earlier.
No, it's actually the Black History Month parade in Hattiesburg. They invited her to attend and be in the parade.
Okay.
Well, I heard you talking about something like, throwing out something. I was thinking, I heard that and I thought Mardi Gras.
Well, she bought 30 pounds of Mardi Gras beads, 200 moon pies, some lighted up footballs, some lighted up stick things, and a ton of candy.
Do people show their chests when you throw
I hope not. She'll probably show them back.
So John, why would they expect the corn? Are they expecting something?
I hope not.
Oh yeah,
Let's see.
Don.
Yeah,
you're down there. You're down there. That guy on YouTube called the Traffic Light Doctor. he does videos of traffic light intersections and stuff. I'm like, yeah, John, near him.
Yeah. Hank, if she wanted to show him back, she'd roll her pants legs up. And if she sees that, she's gonna shoot me. Luckily, she doesn't watch the streams.
Yeah.
At least that's what she tells you.
Yeah.
Today, with the quality of this stream, hopefully nobody watches. I can't. I've never had it so bad with this service. I don't know what's going on.
UFC starts at 6 o'clock tonight.
Shoney's small.
Cejudo's fighting in the main.
I've heard of Shoney.
When's the last time you changed your modem?
Literally, this is like the fourth modem. It's a $600 modem.
Really?
Ooh, ouch.
But my kid plays these intense games with people all over the world, and who knows what kind of bandwidth he's using.
Yeah.
He says
Not
my
the
dad
router,
does
the
this.
modem, the modem for the internet.
No, the modem that gets changed by the cable company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when's the last time you changed it? Had it changed?
Oh, I don't know, 3 years ago.
Have you done a speed test on that back on your provider? Just type in speed test on Google and just see what you
Oh,
get.
hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I'll do it right now.
Because the G5s and G6s and all that.
Yeah.
Henry, you're impressing me with your IT knowledge there, buddy.
Speedtest.net.
Your
All right,
provider.
here's the speed test. Hold on.
I just changed
Thanks, Ken.
everything: router, modem, cameras,
Should
everything.
be over
Yeah, so did we.
30 meg. Does the download first and then it does the upload after.
Yeah.
Yeah, my download is good. My upload sucks.
Well, it's usually a third of what the download is.
No, mine's about 10%.
Okay, that might be part of your problem.
You got an overcast today?
Yeah, but I don't have antenna. I got 124 download, 16 upload.
1.6, yeah. That's
It might
pretty
be
Yeah.
time to change that modem.
That's
The
me,
thing-
Shoney.
the thing-
Because my internet connection is very fast. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used
No,
to have those
Shoney-
problems when my kids were still in the house.
Shoney's right. We do small engines. We don't do cable repairs.
Yeah.
I'm mirrored. I didn't realize
And
that.
Martin, if I don't get threatened like 3 times a week with death, I feel like I'm being neglected. We have a bunch of woods behind the house. There's a spot out there she has picked out for me.
Getting better.
Oh, that's pretty lopsided, Ken. It should be, if you got that fast a download, you should be doing 60 up.
Oh, it's usually around the same. That's what I'm saying. Something's up.
You know what I'm getting? This is crazy. In Mexico, I'm getting 109 download, 110 upload, and at home I can't do a fifth of that.
Wow.
I'm in Mexico. Fantastic.
I can brag a little. I'm doing 570 download with you guys running and 900 upload.
Wow.
It moves.
What?
Yeah,
Me,
that's
I'd have to ask Jake what we got because I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Well, I got 120 psi on my lawnmower.
Wayne says I get 16 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Anyway,
How much is the NPG on a ride lawnmower? Like, shit, duh.
who cares?
Yeah.
I know. Well, some people use a lawnmower as a mode of
Is
transportation.
it like gallons per hour?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Man, if you try to keep up with that, you make yourself crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could,
Because every time I use it, I fill it up. That's all.
now, I could take my GT and go from here to the Dollar General and P Ridge and back. Be like, yeah, okay.
Robert, here's a question we all want to ask. How long do you go on a gallon?
Of what?
Or wait, a quart?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Anyway, I hate this. I can't even. You guys are like half talking, half not talking. It's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, Ken's going. He's gonna be done pulled a Clint Eastwood. He's gonna pull out his 44 Magnum and shoot everything. Like, yep, time for you to go bye-bye.
Nah, this stuff's too valuable to shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Boy, a couple of acres is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tractor with a bush hog on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Buy some goats.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Goats
yeah.
work good, John.
And some good, well, good fencing though
Who
too.
did that?
so. What's everybody
That was
working
good.
on?
So, can somebody answer Cali Roots to Tennessee Boots question?
I think Mr.
Uh,
Wayne was
Something
trying.
the size of a small tractor with a bush hog on it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Now, those small little push two-wheel
Yeah.
brush
Brush cutters?
cutters, like they work fine with the, but you're going to go through a lot, depending upon what you're cutting, you're going to go through a lot of line, and I think it measures 0.150 inches. I think that's the size those brush cutters take.
Just
Yeah,
make sure
I
you
use,
get
2 acres is a lot. 2 acres is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of land.
just make sure you get one with a geared head. That way you can switch from blades to
Yep.
thread
Yeah.
to whatever you want.
And be careful with it.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta go.
Yes.
The smallest probably a time cutter, with the double blades.
Yeah,
Probably
they
the
just seem to break real fast and stuff like that, though.
Yeah.
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 'Cause my gravely wheel weed eater has got a 6-horse that comes a formula on it, and it's belt drive, and it uses a 155 line, which means you don't want to get near that thing at full RPM because that 155, that's gonna leave a mark.
Well, like Toro had the other day, he had a machine with teeth in the front of it.
Yeah.
It's an angle tooth.
Yeah, and that would cut brush too, real
It
good.
would.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Troy built made that walk behind sickle ball more.
Sickle.
Yeah.
Yes.
The old
Yeah.
sickle cutter. Yeah, we used to
I would
run
do it.
around with one of those. That
Yep.
did a good job.
So if you walk the 2 acres, carefully, and then got even a riding tractor with a high 12-inch blade, 6-inch blade, you could probably go through it slowly the first time and then gradually work your way through it each time and go down.
What do you call that thing that you used to hook up behind the sickle
Yeah, that's what I was
cutters
gonna
that you used
say,
to be able
yeah.
to stand on or sit
Yeah.
down on?
Well,
Like a little dolly that way
Sulky?
you didn't have to walk.
You had a sulky and a velky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
The
Yeah.
sulky you sit on, the velky you stand on.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Well,
are pretty
The old,
cool.
the old Bachtold mowers they used right around here a lot until they outlawed them because they were so dangerous with just one big blade on the front and basically no guard.
Yeah.
I still get them in every now and again.
Yeah.
They work well. Hold
Wow.
on.
Dangerous, man.
Thank
They're
you, Ray.
dangerous.
Well,
Zippo had one.
you have to
This
put
will happen.
chains on the
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
There, Sean?
So it doesn't kick stuff out. Yeah.
And
Nah.
not thin chains, heavy duty chains, eh?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, real heavy duty. Mhm.
Yeah. My brother-in-law, he had a Skag walk behind. It was
Right.
a 5-speed manual transmission. He said, "You put that thing in 5th gear, hey, you ain't gonna be walking. You gonna be getting drugged."
Uh-huh.
Or you're going to run away from it.
Got one of those. He wants to send me to work on
Yeah.
a big green one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's probably
that
a
was the
Bobcat
problem.
green, right?
I never
Yeah,
worked
that was-
on one before.
Yeah.
That was the problem we had with all the smoked belts over here when they brought them in. They were snow plowing this heavy, wet snow in 5th and 6th gear,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
right? Going just use this thing and blow her into the snow and pack her
Yeah,
full.
I
She
just
wouldn't
saw
handle it.
What does that say?
Mm.
I just saw
Let's
that.
all switch to pates.
Yeah.
Where
No, I
is
want to
Pate?
hear.
Where
I
is
want to
he?
hear.
He's
more
doing a
from
live
Brock.
stream right now.
Good dog.
I want to hear more from Brock on that transmission that he worked on.
Oh, let me turn this up.
That
What was his
snow-
question?
That snowblower transmission that you worked on.
The
What do
rest
you
of
think?
Erna.
Huh?
Uh,
Mhm.
what do
Are
you
you
think about that transmission on that snowblower?
Oh, it's a
You
piece of
did-
junk. Oh, it's a piece of junk. Why is there so much plastic on metal on that whole thing?
Yeah.
From the doggone controls down all the way to the transmission.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's plastic on metal, plastic on metal. Like I even mentioned it a couple times in that video. I'm like, what is going on with this thing? It's just a piece of crap.
It's the way of the world
It
anymore.
is.
Yep.
No, I fixed the transmission, but it was that little spring. Did you see that, Henry? Yeah. I got lucky, but it's just a piece of junk, man. Why would they ever just go without the friction disc and that setup and go with that hydrostatic like that? I don't know.
Sell more parts.
I mean,
Yeah.
why
And it's
ruin a good thing,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why mess with a good thing? I don't know. I was so disappointed when I seen that. When I opened up the cover, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Oh, look at that thing.
I said, oh my gosh. So trying to put that thing in,
Yeah.
Oh,
How
yeah.
about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
This is the Samsung tablet that now has 6% power. So
All right.
hopefully,
what's going on with the audio though there?
You're
Yeah,
still
the audio's gotten kind of weird.
Audio is a little chubby.
oh well, that's all you're gonna get today, I guess.
Kenny's got a cold and he's got a plugged up nose, so that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I might as well just go right.
That's sort of what it sounds like.
Jason, you got 3 people watching your stream.
3?
Yep.
Wait, I gotta put them on my big screen. Hold on.
So back to that.
He's doing a
transmission.
live same time
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's called respect.
I got a little spit,
Well, if you're
Did you see
watching
there
that
was
live stream
no
at the same
fluid in
time,
that
Kenny,
transmission?
Kenny, if you're watching that live stream at the same time, it's probably chewing into your bandwidth. So
Yeah, that's what
Definitely.
I'm just saying.
He's got lots coming down.
All right. I shut everything off. The only thing I'm on now is the Samsung tablet.
You have to maybe see if your neighbor's got your Wi-Fi number.
No, it's all locked up and all that. Oh, what's it saying here?
You sure you're
Someone,
Can you translate for us, please?
somebody is in the chat trying to get in. It says room is full. Who is in the basement? Type in the chat.
Well, send me down if you want. I don't.
No, I just need to know. I just need to know who is there. Who is there?
Kenny, you actually sort of sound like you just got back from the dentist.
Yeah.
With a little
Oh,
numbing agent on your gums and lips.
Oh, maybe.
So you don't have a face down there, Kenny, in the basement?
No, I can't see anybody until someone leaves.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll go. Bye. I'll come back later.
No, hey, DEI, you need to stay. All right.
Oh my God.
The government says so. You're not going anywhere, honey. All right. All I need is a couple more minorities and a chimpanzee, and we're all set. All right. Anyway,
Odd week for everybody, huh?
Stella, you're not allowed to go in the boys' washroom. That's all there is to it.
hey, anybody in the chat say who's in the basement? Did they say?
No.
No.
Well, no ticky, no laundry. If I don't know who you are, I can't let you in.
No ticky, no laundry. No go.
No ticky. Okay. I'll see you guys. I'm
Oh,
gonna
Brock.
Are you gone, Brock?
Well, if somebody else wants to come in,
Yeah, but I don't know who it is. It may be a troll. They're not saying who they are.
And Brock's got a new channel coming out. It's called Mr. Transmission.
You should have seen my face when I opened it up and all those springs start popping everywhere. I was like, oh.
Well, what, Brock? Well, I didn't look at it yet. What was it? What was the equipment? What was it?
So it was a ST327P Husqvarna snowblower.
Oh, it tractor or wheels?
Yeah, it was like a hydrostatic transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked on one of those with the tracks instead of the wheels. Yeah, it's got the little reservoir on top. Yeah, it's got the reservoir on top with fluid and all that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's got a step on it. You can actually step on it and raise the height.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're about $3,500 here new.
Yeah, the one with the track has that. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I got. Or my buddy has it. Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I started to research those. I'm like, well, if they're all like that, like how many recalls? So did you know that there were several recalls?
No.
Yeah. With
What was it? Is it on the motor, on the pump? What's it on?
On the transes, like one of them, they said that it just engages and runs people's over, and into their vehicles and that. Yeah.
Maybe that's why the guy was selling it so cheap.
Yeah,
right.
That's that.
Yeah, I
new
bought it for
autonomous drive.
$150. He was like, yeah.
That's
I know
the
brand new is
autonomous drive thing.
$3,500. The guy sold it for like $1,350. So
yeah, I got mine up for sale for $800 right now. So
yeah.
Can you see the chat, Ken?
Hold on, I gotta get in the chat. Why? Who's in it?
Pate, Chris was saying something to you.
Hold on. Where the hell's the chat?
We are
There we go.
teamies.
Uh-oh.
Pate says he's here.
We
are a team. Oh, what's going on? Do they want to come up?
No, she said that he's working on something and she's here
Oh,
representing.
that's all right.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully all is well, Chris. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm just having difficulties here. It's crazy. Is he at work or is he outside? Where's he doing the live from? Is he in the garage? Where is he?
Yeah, he's in the garage.
Is it?
Yep. He's in the shop.
John, there you go.
I'll tell you one thing though. I could give him a piece of shit and he'd sell it.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm serious. I could have something here, knowing that you bring it down to him, he'll sell it and he'll sell it for $1,000.
He's working on his favorite machine, the time cutter.
Take care.
Oh, is it? Yeah. See you, Willie.
I think Pate works on a lot of those Husqvarnas too.
I think his favorite though. I think is any of the Toros. Yeah.
Toro.
I like the time cutters. They make us a lot of money every year. That's for sure.
I think the pulleys, the timing pulleys. Yeah.
No, we stock every wear part for them, of course, including the cables and everything. I mean,
well, you know what's weird? What the hell, Martin? What's the deal with that stupid made in Mexico blue belt? What is that?
Yeah.
Every time I go to the dealer, the regular belt's black, and you get this little drive belt. It's always blue and made in Mexico. And I'm like, what the hell's the deal with that?
It's a good question. I got about 15 of them hanging on the wall in there.
Yeah. But everyone made in Mexico. Yeah.
I really have a hard time with the Toros. They're you just have to order everything. It's really hard to repair it.
It's really disappointing working on those.
Snowblower.
And not only that, the Toro parts are pretty expensive.
Oh, they sure are. Yeah.
Like
my neighborhood.
Yeah, the control cable on the personal pace, just the control cable to take it off brake and start that blade. That's $108 plus 13% tax over here.
Wow.
For a stupid control.
It's a lot cheaper here, but
you better take it apart on a tarp because all kinds of shit drop off there and you never find it again.
Yeah, but not that much cheaper once you add 44 or 48%, whatever the exchange rate is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you know what I hate about them on the personal pace? That stupid plastic bell crank that keeps breaking.
Yep. They sure do. All the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the people that don't know how to adjust them. I had one guy adjust it so that the minute he hit it, it like pulled a wheelie and like went 100 feet. You know?
His wife couldn't run that fast.
Now, here's a question for you because I don't know. We don't do a lot of Toros. Now the Toros in Canada and I guess in the US are being sold in the big box stores.
Yeah.
They've been for years. Yeah, for years.
Okay, so are the Toros in the big box stores the same as the Toros that they're selling at the dealerships?
They
are.
use the difference. The difference used to be the white bag versus the black bag in the grass bag. That used to be the difference. One was in the box store, I think, had the white bag, and the dealer had the black bag, or something like that. But now you can get anything at the deal. I haven't seen
the guts and everything are exactly the same though. Nothing's different as far as the machine.
I haven't seen the time at the 30-inch. I haven't seen that at Home Depot though. I've seen the riders and the the zero turns, but I haven't seen a 30-inch at a Home Depot.
Yeah.
They've got them around here anyway. So
Yeah.
Now I know the only big difference is you buy a Toro at a big box store, and when you want to get it fixed, take it to the Toro dealer, and guess what? You're at the bottom of the list.
You're on machine number
It's
three.
everything around here. None of the dealers will even touch them.
And yes, they likely could refuse to take them in. You didn't buy it from me. I don't want to work.
That's their first question. Did you purchase it here?
Yeah.
If not, okay.
Yeah.
So that's where
Funny
we
thing,
get
I
all
tell
our-
you, we're talking about that personal pace. That one guy though, he had it so tight, he would start it, and as he's pulling the rope, it's moving.
Yeah, it's taking off on them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it starts, he's got to chase it. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
and he'll keep it like that, and he'll keep the front. He'll lift the front end, then turn it, and then lower the front end, and lift the front end. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like constant on.
The other
Yeah.
end, it has to be tightened right up to get the cable to even pull.
And one thing, the Toro, like the Honda, those when they're front, or actually that's a rear wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
The what you call it? Those wheels wear out super fast, super
They
fast.
sure do, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey,
And
I
if
end
you
up
actually
taking-
get a good pair of wheels on one of those,
I
you're
think-
almost like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I take BMX bicycle tube tires, and I screw in the tread, and I just use that on them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is
Works
still
well.
watching. I want her to see this.
What is that?
If Chris is still watching, I'm going to take her for a ride in this.
Mercedes. Oh no,
That's
Oh,
a John
wow,
Deere.
cool.
That looks
It's
like an
not
electric Ford. Electric
It's
Ford.
not real. It's
Check-
not real
check-
yet, guys. It's not real.
No. And you should also check the right to repair clause in the contract.
It's real. It's real.
You know, that's another
Wait,
thing
just-
with a John Deere. If you get it from the big box stores, and then they're
Hey.
like night and day. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
remember, guys, take it for a ride is a euphemism. Just remember that.
Oh, so what it?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Cause what Skag was trying to copy the Time Master more, but they was want they weigh a lot more, but you don't hear any issues with the Skag.
Yeah, but what's that one, Martin? What's that one? X Mark makes it, and is that the one Skag makes too? The X Mark one.
Thanks,
No,
Mike.
I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's a X Mark 30-inch. They make them, and they're so much better quality.
It's got that weird Cowie engine on it, that weird air filter.
Weird Cowie, and then it has like rails that come up over to protect the engine a lot of times.
Yeah.
There's a few different models of them, but I mean they're built a lot better. But those parts are actually interchangeable, like the idler pulleys and stuff. With the Toros, you could actually put those better idler pulleys on the time cutters if you wanted to.
Yeah,
So
but didn't they? I thought they got rid of the. Did they get rid of the plastic pulleys and now they're all aluminum, or is it just an upgrade?
Yeah, it's like an aluminum full body as opposed to like the brass bolted together idler pulleys on those 30-inch time cutters. So they're a lot
that's
better
always
quality.
weird.
They last 4 times as long, probably.
Yeah,
I love it when my customer called up and said my Time Master's flaming out and sparking. He didn't time the deck, and he started to.
Yeah, cause didn't Toro buy out X Mark?
Did they? I didn't know that.
No, I know they have. What's that other one? The big one. What's that big one? Articulated. They own them now. Oh shoot! What's that big one? You see them on the commercial articulated mowers?
Ventrac.
Yeah, Ventrac. They own Ventrac now.
Toro owns Exmark.
Oh yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Cause one
Yeah, my
of them,
dealer though, they say my dealer's too small. I don't believe they'll sell him. He doesn't have the demographic for the huge stuff.
Yeah, because one of them made a 12-foot mower with a diesel engine on it. I'm like, 12 foot? God
Well,
almighty.
Toro's got a groundskeeper that's like 10 feet that folds
Yeah.
down the hydrostatic.
Yeah.
But that's the one that's nice. The deck folds straight up. You can service them. They're really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. We've got a soccer field or soccer place down the road that has I don't know, it's 10 foot, I think, or real close to it, but it's a Hustler. It does the same thing. The front deck
And they're usually diesel. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super nice.
It's just like, was it back in the day, that place up in Michigan that made the hurricane blowers? They got bought out by Briggs & Stratton. Now it's all fair. So I'm like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems everything's getting bought out by some big global conglomerate somewhere.
I mean, go look at Husqvarna's portfolio. It scares you, you know. And Toro is the same. MTD, you know, it's, you know. Yeah, I mean, it'll be like cars. There's only be 3 brands left, and we will have to pay.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you see all these other ones like your what are some of the new smaller brands?
Power Smart and all that.
Oh,
Yeah, like those kind of brands. I mean, basically they sell them. They don't sell any parts at all.
Can't get parts. Nope. Had a guy call from Niagara Falls. I got a Power Sparks snowblower. I says, good luck finding somebody.
Yeah, right.
We won't touch it.
Yep.
We had over here about, it's probably.
Did you ever get that rewind for that generator, Wayne?
8-9 years ago, where some of the larger chains, they would import their own stuff from Wuhan. So you'd have all these snowblowers, sweepers, lawnmowers. 5 years down the line, nobody knew where they came from. Oh, no, we haven't sold those in a couple of years, blah, blah, blah. You cannot get a single bolt for them.
Yeah.
That's
what, like the Snow Joes and everything, you know, obviously that's all electric, but they don't sell anything. If it's under warranty, you might be able to get it, but they have a very limited selection of parts for maybe a year, and then they discontinue everything, so everyone goes and buys a brand new one, whether it's battery powered or electric.
I mean, and sometimes they on purpose don't have parts. They will simply send you a new one. They'll send you a new one. You know, that's cheaper.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Brock, you want to head down? I'll bring Brett up.
Yep. I'm out of here, guys. We'll see you.
Take care, bro. See you later, man.
Now, is that DK from Dennis from DK Small Engine Repair?
Yeah, that's Dennis. Yeah.
He's looking for subs. Huh?
Bruce, I did get the recoil. We had to buy another used generator that didn't work to steal the recoil off it.
Really?
So I've actually got.
Would that have fit the one I have off my lawnmower? Would that have fit?
No, it has to be. I forget. Going back, I think the bolt center has to be like 5.5 inches.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
I went through every recoil I had here. Nothing worked. We tried to get what was that? That was a Power G 1200 generator. Tried to find somebody that had parts, none available. Jake just lucked out. Went to pick up a bunch of stuff in Niagara Falls that a guy was selling, and he had the generator there. And Jake bought it for $50 just to get the recoil.
Wow.
So now he's selling that small generator with the parts generator.
It's kind of like a Lada.
Yeah. Oh, like I just the guy from the teacher from the small engine repair course in Niagara Falls at Stanford Collegiate, he just came and picked up 11 weed eaters that grass trimmers that 5-star dropped off this morning for his class, and he was telling me that the school bought him a bunch of Power Fist engines to work on. They don't have a big budget, but he said the problem is I can't get parts. I can't get illustrated parts lists. So I'm trying to teach the kids, but I can't pull up anything. Like, you know, so we gave, we gave them a bunch of MTD, like Briggs engines that were blown up. So he says, at least I can pull up the illustrated parts diagram and show them what, you know, these are the parts you need. This is how you replace it.
Yeah.
And then I just got a hold. HIPAA asked Jake if they could use a snapshot from one of his videos in a blog they're going to do. So we gave them the approval to use the snapshot.
Wayne, hold on. Brett, you got something going on with your sound. You got YouTube on?
Who? Not me.
Brett.
Brett.
No.
You got
Something
something.
Well,
You got headphones,
when you
earbuds.
came up, Brett, there's all this like weird background noise.
Sorry, Wayne.
Well, I ain't got nothing running.
Now it's good.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's good.
Yeah. Something.
Sorry, Wayne.
I don't
So,
think
We got to
that's-
put you
I'm
in.
75. I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
like blown up lines
You're
for the
going to send
school
us all
kids.
money.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got a hold of HIPAA. They wanted to use a snapshot from one of Jake's videos on a blog they're going to do. So we give them the okay, and it's a guy from marketing. So I texted him back, said, we'd really appreciate if you'd get a hold of this teacher in Niagara Falls, and if HIPAA could help him out with parts, it'd be appreciated because he's got a small engine repair class, and they got a limited budget. So I'm hoping HIPAA gets in touch with him and says, hey, what do you need? We're here to help.
That was
That'd be
nice
good.
of you, Wayne.
But we won't have them send us nothing for free because we don't do that.
No.
Kenny, be careful with that DK repairs. That's not.
Yeah, no, that's not his emoji.
No.
Yeah, it's a 12-year-old. Him and his brother are fixing lawnmowers.
Okay.
Yeah. There's rules on here where you have to be 16 in order to really do stuff on here legally. So.
Sure. Yeah, I was looking for the channel though. I can't even find it under that name, so that's kind of weird.
No, it's under there. DK mower repairs.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the chat, so people can see you in the chat. So.
Sure.
But one thing about the restream, these chats in here, though, you can't, except for the link to get in our chat, you can't do a link in the chat and have it work. For some reason, the links don't work in the chat itself.
Which is a smart move.
Yeah. But I think if you're on the YouTube side, if you're a moderator on my YouTube channel, you can post a link. Yeah.
Okay, I got onto DK Mower Repairs, and they are a couple of young guys.
Yeah. No, like I said, we'll help out the young guys in any way we can.
Yes,
definitely.
But we got to adhere to YouTube rules, and you have to have
that's
certain rules to be here. So.
Okay, so I'll have a question here on battery operated equipment. How long do you think it'll be before the companies that sell battery operated mowers and blowers change the design of their equipment that takes a different battery, and then you can't get the battery you need for your older equipment? Do you think that'll happen?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they can.
Well, look at cell phone batteries, right?
Yeah.
The one that's really kind of solidified staying with the same battery is Ego. I mean, Ego's had that same battery since they first came out. It's been probably 12, 15 years ago now when they started with that same battery.
But does Ego do the same thing like most of them do, where there's like 8,000 charge cycle chip in there or something?
Yep, they sure do.
Yeah, it only lasts 3 years because we had 3.
Usually it's the number of charges, and then once it times out, either you got to take that chip out or redo it.
Yeah, I got one right now because I've actually got an Ego trimmer and blower, but I've got one of my batteries is bad like that right now, so I've got to do that one of these days.
Yeah, it's like with the Milwaukees. I'm reprogramming one right now because I hadn't charged it in like a year or so, and 3 of the cells went not dead but low. So you plug it in, it thinks it's charged. It's not, but it won't take a charge. So I ended up buying these lithium-ion charging circuit boards. They're like the size of a postage stamp. For $4, you get 6 of these circuit boards, and you can make 6 lithium-ion chargers. It will not overcharge them, and it's like, anyone wants one, email me. I'll send you one. I got 5 of them.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah.
If you do a search for balancing Milwaukee lithium ion, you'll see the little circuit board you could buy on Amazon. But you can get 6 of these circuit boards for like $4.
Wow.
And you weld on. I bought these. What is it? I bought these clips. So I'm going to weld on the clip or solder. I'm going to solder on the clip. Then you have 2 other posts that you connect it to a voltmeter, so you can actually see the voltage as it's charging. And with this charger, it cannot overcharge. That's what's good about it. It's got the overcharge protection. So you leave it overnight and it's not going to overcharge it, And
So
it's
when
like I
the
said,
ego
6
goes
of them.
bad, can you do that? Can you recharge it with that
Yeah.
system?
Yeah. On mine, I had bought. It's an expensive battery. I think what this one right here. It's actually a 9 amp Milwaukee. This is a $170 battery.
Yeah.
Okay. I used it for about a month when I sanded my deck, like different spots on my deck. Then it sat for 3 years in a duffel bag. I couldn't find it. I finally found it. I hook it up to the charger. It says, "Oh, charge." No, it's not. So I went online. I saw the different things, and 3 of the 5 cells are low by like 2 volts. They're supposed to be like 4.1, and they're showing like 2.6. But this charger, you can actually plug it in. It'll restore. You have to do each battery pack individually. Once it restores to 4.1, it's like new again.
So you trust a $5 thing not to burn your house down?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I
So
believe
was
you.
saying,
Hey,
we got 3
Wait,
egos in the
Stella,
sharpened blade.
the option is see you later. That's
Oh,
the
I
option.
know. Oh no, I get it. Well, I would I would do that, but my eyes would be on it all the time. I would not.
Oh no, Stella. Okay, Stella. What I can also do if I don't want to use that, I have a regulated DC power supply. Okay,
Yeah.
that's protected that I can set for 1.5 volt. Okay, because that's the threshold is 1.5 to 2 volts. You never want to go over that when you're trickle charging one of these batteries. So I can hook this up on a timer for 1.5 volts for a half hour, and every half hour check it and see what my output voltage is from the battery because it has input and output.
Nice.
And once it hits 4.1, I'm done.
Yeah,
but I figured that circuit board was kind of cool, so that's why I bought it.
Hey, John, that's not the right address. I keep on tapping into it. It's Marty's channel. Martin.
Which one is that?
John.
That's which one? Individualized? Whose channel?
Yeah.
I just put the handle in, Martin. You can take it from there.
John put DK's repair channel.
I think it's DK''S more.
Yeah, but it comes up when I tap on it. It comes up to Martin.
No.
DK was asking about mine, so John put my link out there.
Yeah,
it works fine. It works fine, Hank. When I press it, I come into DK Mowers repair.
That's right.
You guys are conflating two things together, but it's good now.
Yeah,
good.
We can stop talking about it.
Did you just call us dumbasses right there?
No. It's like skipping stuff, and maybe you don't have the chat on the full chat. I get it. I'm done talking.
Good one, Stella. Good one.
Yeah, so Martin, on those egos, we got 3 in 1 year for blade sharpening, and all 3 of them didn't have a battery in. And we asked the people, and they said, "Well, we're trying to buy new batteries, but there's none available right now."
Really?
They only had them available for the machines they were selling, but there was no stock to sell replacement batteries.
Wow.
And that was and every one of those mowers was just over 3 years old. So they needed new batteries after 3 years.
Yeah, local Ace Hardware here sells them, and they sell them for a bunch of different things. But I saw them behind the counter, and one of these batteries, I don't remember what the amp hour was, but it was $800 for a single ego battery. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Well, they will get me one way or the other.
Or what?
Well, back years ago, I think the ego batteries here were 485 Canadian.
What was that, John? What did you say?
Oh, I said I'd stick with dinosaur juice.
Oh. yeah,
Screw that
exactly.
$800 for a battery.
On the ego products, how much warranty do they give you on the machines?
2 or 3 years normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the battery's got a 3-year warranty on it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And Ace does all the warranty work around here, but I don't know. Most of the time, it's just a wiring harness. I mean, that's what I see go bad a lot of times in them. But
I like some of the ego products, but as far as I'm concerned, if it isn't gas, I'll pass.
Whoa!
You'll pass gas?
Wait a minute. I gotta think through this. Passing gas. Oh, this is too hard for me.
Oh, don't play innocent stuff.
Now I see why your background went dark, Stella. All that smoke.
That's right.
I have a few battery tools.
No, I'm just not a
like
fan of the battery
gas.
tools. I think they have their place, just not in my yard.
Hey, one thing I think is pretty cool. The Ego sells this thing.
I will say,
Uh,
I mean, if you're
look
trimming
at
your
that.
hedge, if you're trimming your hedge and you switch electrical, oh man, it's
Guaranteed
nice
not to
get
start
rid of
on
that
fire.
noise. It is.
I thought
it
that
is
was pretty cool.
It's nice to get rid of the noise from some of the machines. It really is.
They have that little motorcycle 2-wheeler at the Ace Hardware.
Yeah,
around the corner.
28 miles an hour. That ain't bad.
How much was it, Ken?
Yeah, that
It
still
wouldn't do
qualifies
28
as a
with me on it
moped.
though. That's for sure.
And,
Man,
if you don't know, the company that owns Ego also owns Skill, and Skill is just a step down in terms of quality and price and everything. So
Skill's more my speed.
yeah.
I'm below
No, but I
average.
mean, if you don't need a
Oh, here you go, John. John, $2,000.
the batteries for the Skills are usually cheaper than the Egos. So.
Oh yeah, sure.
What's the weight limit on that, Kenny?
Yeah.
It ain't me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Does it show a weight limit?
Yeah, hold on. Probably like
on it.
Specifications down below.
Yeah.
But over here, those Skill products, 5 years warranty on the machines, on anything brushless. Yeah.
Well, the best thing that I could buy was my rigid tools, battery operated rigid, lifetime warranty on the batteries and the equipment.
Johnny.
So one of the things about the warranty though is, do they actually have service centers where you can take them to get it covered under warranty?
I have to take I think it's Al's small engine service center in St. Catharines. So it's like, I don't know, maybe a 25-minute drive. But when I take it, I have to take everything. I got to take all my tools, all my batteries, and my charger, and they'll have it for about 2 weeks. And then they'll call me up and they'll say, you're covered. So now they upgraded my batteries. I forget how many years ago. These tools are 50 years old now, I think. They're old. And I'm hoping that they don't make that battery now, so I get a new impact gun and a new drill with new batteries and a new charger.
With a lifetime warranty.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Johnny,
Until I die.
220 pounds.
When I die, the warranty's voided.
Get one then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll have to take my glasses off if I'm going to ride that.
Hey, here, you want to see something interesting? I got a 435 Husqvarna chainsaw that I bought a kit for it. And I like when you buy the kits and they come in these little anyway, hold on. And I used my Erica steel. This technically she uses it to remove fuel lines.
Fuel lines, that's right.
But technically it's a mixture tamper screw remover.
Sure.
If you look up the part number, it's actually to remove mixture screws.
Excuse me.
Anyway, he brought me the fourth.
They also have one that looks almost like a mini EC out, also on the screwdriver. That's for removing the caps as well.
So the guy brought me 435, and here's what he brought me for the chain brake.
There's the whiteout. There we go.
Yeah, Bosca. Yeah, that's the chain brake. Yeah. He ended up running it with the chain brake on. He ended up not totally melting, but the worm gear, or the oil drive gear, right? The pinion, it swells if it gets real hot, so it locks itself onto the crankshaft, so it's always spinning the chain.
Yeah.
So you got to like pry it off. It should slip right in and out. It's basically a plastic gear with a coil of wire on it, like a helicoil. Okay, but that gear needs to slip on and off like this. I had to like pry the shit out of it. Used a drill bit to ream it out to the right size. So it's just Scott showed me in his videos. Anyway, so I said to the guy, "What happened?" He melted. Of course, you could see because the plastic was a little hot or whatever. And then instead of trying to unlock it, he kept it locked and pried it off.
Oh yeah.
So that was.
Oh, how that guy turned out across the street from you, Ken, that was running that chainsaw?
Oh, he's still the kid that half his driveway's still full of wood. Because remember, he got the wood the day of the storm, and now we've got 8 inches of like solid ice and snow. You ain't bringing anything in your backyard via wheels. You ain't going nowhere.
No.
So, and it's going to take a month for that shit to melt down. I mean, we're supposed to have 40s and 50s maybe in a week or so, but we literally have an inch or so of ice and about 7-8 inches of snow underneath it.
Yeah, the big melt is on.
I mean, I'm 250 and it supports me. So, yeah, it's heavy stuff.
I got a champion snowblower in the shop, 1 year old, needs a carb cleaning, and they have a muffler guard on top that you got to remove, enable to get the front plastics off to access the carburetor. It's held on with 4 screws. Guess what? When they assembled it, somebody stripped that screw in the front, and I've been trying to pry it and get it out. It's time for zip cutting it off or drilling it out. It will not come out.
Yeah.
I put vice grips to it, trying to pull it and get a thread to catch to undo it.
Got reverse. Have you tried reverse bits on it?
I'm the reverse bit. Like I'm trying to. I even use the Knipex pliers to grab the head and pull on it and try to get a thread to start. So they must have drove it in with an impact gun and stripped the thread at the beginning. I can't get
2 threads off on the head.
Yeah. I got to cut it. I got to cut it off.
You use a small drill through the center, and then the same size drill bit as the head of the screw. So you could just knock the head off and
yeah,
off,
that's right. I can do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get out there and get to work because UFC starts at 6 o'clock, and the Chubby Butcher's bringing hot sausage to barbecue.
Oh,
sounds good to me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
have fun with that.
Here's the
Oh yeah.
about the size of a postage stamp. You got those 4 things over here that you solder to over here.
Yes.
The 2 inner ones, the 2 inner ones are your plus and minus. That's what you use to charge your battery pack. The 2 outer ones you connect to a voltmeter to see where the state of charge is. And you get what is it? 1, 2, 3. You get 6 of them in a bag for $4.08.
Crazy.
It's a lithium ion charger. I was going to buy a $70 lithium ion charger. I said, shit, I get 6 of them for $4.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to run, but I got to go out and finish yard work before Lisa gets home. Thinks I did nothing but play on the computer.
That time of year.
Yard work.
Yeah, I got a storm debris clean up. Done burnt 3 trash can fulls of pine cones and sticks. Now I've got 2 more to go.
It smells nice when you burn pine cones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't pine cones like pop because of the creosote?
If they're green, they do, but these are brown. These are ready
They
to
make
burn.
great fire starters.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you got all that pitch in there.
Well, y'all have
Hey
a good
guys,
day. I enjoy
have
it.
a good week.
Stay warm
John.
out there.
Take
Warm
care,
weather's
Take
coming.
care, John.
Spring is on its way. Get those lawnmowers ready for sale.
Oh, yeah.
I got 6 ready to go.
Take care, John.
USA. We're going to win again.
So Kenny, where did you get those from? Just out of curiosity, because I was going to work on. I think
Amazon.
I mentioned to you. Oh, really?
You want me to send you one? I'll send you one.
Well, you don't have to, but maybe I'll
Anyway,
just pick
but
it up from you
if you go on
later.
Amazon and just type in lithium ion, there's a part number for it. Hold on. I'll text you the link into WhatsApp. All right?
Okay. Yeah, because I need to rebuild a 7.2 volt pack, which I want to do, but I was looking at a charger, like a cheapo one that I could buy, that I could just take the guts out of that one and replace the guts of my existing charger with that, but just seems a lot easier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What you got going.
No, I said I watched videos on it, and it was kind of cool. Let me see how long ago was that? Here we go. Hold on. Here, you can see it. I'll send you a link, but I'll show you guys right now if you want to see it. Hold
Okay.
on. Maximize.
Could just see the 6 little dots. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too. You got too much light contrast there. Your shop is too dark in the background.
If you type in TP Thomas Peter 4056, that's the general number of that circuit board, no matter where you buy it from. TP 4056. And you power it with a USB-C cable, which is 5
Somebody
volts.
says, do they charge a single cell? Is that what somebody's asking that?
You charge the pack. Like, for example, in this battery, when you open the case, this one has 4 or 5 different packs, and the way they work is they connect on top, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. So when you go diagonally, upper left to lower right, there's your 20 volts or whatever. So what you're doing is you're getting the positive and negative, and don't think that if you connect it here, it's going to charge everything. No, it's only going to charge those 2. I thought that too. But look at the videos online restoring or rebalancing your Milwaukee battery pack. It's called rebalancing. Because mine had 3 packs that were like 2.6. They have to be 4.1 or else it doesn't add up. And it'll think, since the 2 end ones are fully charged, it thinks it's full.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
Kind of cool. Yeah. But I just thought it was kind of cool because I ordered the little micro leads and everything. Let me try it. A little experiment. That's all.
I've taken one of those apart and tried to resolder a new pair or a new set in.
You can buy the new cells, but aren't those cells expensive though?
I was using cells from another pack.
I used to rebuild packs all the time, and they were cheap then. But hell, that's been I don't even know how many years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the ones for these
hot welders.
It's hard to get them soldered into because you can overheat the tabs.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's my problem.
Once you start replacing one battery at a time, you're asking for. You're going to start chasing your tail. You should either replace them all at once or not at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we did. We used to replace them all. Just redo the whole pack.
Yeah, I can replace these 5 for about $20 or about $4 a piece if you buy them in bulk. I think you buy them 10 at a time or something for like $40.
Yeah,
but they're not bad. But like you said, you got to make sure you unsolder it and split it without cracking it or splitting it. Or
it's a pain, definitely.
Yeah, there's videos on it. There's tons of videos.
Yeah,
but how we doing
now
for time?
10 pieces, $5.89.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got an hour and 37 minutes there.
Okay. It's cold down here in the basement. It's like 50 degrees, no, like 46.
Yeah. Same down here for me. Yeah, the whole the upstairs is hot, middle is okay, and the basement's cold, of course.
Yeah.
Listen, I got my you hear my boilers going on. The chimney's right next to me, but there must be some kind of cold coming in one of the windows or something because there's a chilly today. It was like 16, 17 degrees. So, but I don't know. We'll see. Hey, it's better than working outside.
That's for sure. Mm-hmm. TGM's asking, are they not spot welded, Ken?
They are spot welded. That's what I'm saying. You got to break that spot weld, which is tough to do, and you can end up tearing the end of the battery or whatever. That's and then you got to solder it with the right solder, and
you got to be quick with that resoldering it. I mean, you can't stay under for too long.
And I think you got to, if I'm not mistaken, you got to use silver solder or something stronger.
Yeah, I never had good luck with the actual soldering of it, so I bought one of those little spot welders. It's got the you push it up on there, but it seemed like if you went hot enough, you'd just burn right through the connecting plates anyway, and if you didn't go hot enough, it just rip right off. So I don't know. I did quite a few of them, but it's exactly. It was just really, really tough to get it perfect. Not worth it. Haven't used it in probably 6-7 years.
Who's in the basement? Let me see. Tom Dolby. Hold on.
Tommy, where are you? Come on up
Oh,
here. Hey, Mr. Tom, how you doing?
What's happening? It's about closing time on Saturday, and I'm blowing the shop out.
Looks pretty warm there.
Yeah.
Sun came out earlier, man. It was almost 60 degrees.
Yeah, Mr. Georgia.
Wow.
Been busy. My season has started.
Wow.
really? You got anything? Is stuff growing though?
Not really. I got weeds starting to grow, but no grass or nothing like that.
You know,
Yeah, the first thing here is the purple crocuses. Those are the first things that grow.
you can't get that damn grass to come up
Right.
on the lawn, but it'll come up between the crack and the sidewalk. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, nice driveway there, Tom, that you had put in.
thank you, Hank. Appreciate that. It's needed bad. I got to get my carport back
Yeah, huh?
because I get busier.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room in that shop.
I mean, you give it about another 2 weeks, I'm going to have probably a dozen tractors to store out there.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
picked up 2 of them yesterday, delivered one yesterday. Somebody picked one up this morning. I got 2 to go pick up Monday. It is deer season.
Top Conquer says hi.
Let me throw the link out. Hold on. Where's the chat?
Anybody know how to soften a primer bulb? Yeah.
I just replace them.
Yeah.
I just
Buy a new one.
chew on it for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, but the minute they turn brown, that's it. Game over.
I've put, if I don't take one out and it still works, I have put straight glycerin on them. That'll soften them up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can use Simple Green. If you soak stuff in Simple Green, it'll soften that stuff up, but a lot of times it won't last long before it completely deteriorates.
Yeah.
I think it's the
I think it's
glycerin
just a
that
Band-Aid.
operates out of them.
They're cheap enough
Exactly.
to replace than to bother trying to soak them.
Yeah, every time I order something, something always comes with 5 or 6 of those bulbs. I got
Yeah, exactly.
I've got so many.
No.
There's just one box of them right there.
Yep.
Nice.
We've got coffee cans full, left and right.
But they're not real ones.
No.
Makes a difference. Unless it's a
Let me do my speed test and see if it
unless it's a
changes.
Tecumseh, then you just use what you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil. I've heard people soaking stuff like that in WD-40, soak them in brake fluid, soak them. It's just a Band-Aid. It's not going to last long.
Glycerin.
Ken, I've got 5 or 6.
I know that the primer bulbs are plastic, but if you got rubber components that aren't cracked yet, but they're just stiff, a mixture of wintergreen oil and rubbing alcohol. Soak it overnight. It becomes pliable and it stays pliable. Thank you, Kenny, for letting me finish. That was nice of you.
We're still listening today. I just want to show you my high performance here.
Woo.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Getting worse. I'm going to disappear in about 5 minutes.
So Phil, just to tell you, there's only like 2 different. I've only seen like 2 different sizes of those things.
4.
Of those little
What, the
bird
primer
bulbs. He says he's finding it difficult.
Three different sizes.
Well, there's the one that's 1 1/4 inch, which does for the horizontal
all right.
snowblower engines.
I haven't been around that long. That's why I've only seen 3.
Yeah, but you talking like the Toro type that came in the white for lawn boys and the
No,
black,
he
the ones
says
that
it's
go
up
onto
for
snowblower?
Ryobi. He says it's finding it difficult.
Oh yeah, the purge bulb. Yeah, there's 3 different sizes.
Right.
2
All I've
stroke,
ever
right?
seen is 2. I know.
Yeah.
But there's one that goes inside that crimped red Husqvarna. That's its own size. They usually come pink. It's a little bit different in size.
Right. I'm young and inexperienced, so I've only seen 2.
I've broken up the plastic.
I need a beer.
Bulb off.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, but have you ever bought one of those in the bag from Tecumseh? It's like $17.
Stella just
You get a primer bulb and a little teeny hose. I'm like, what?
Stella just transported out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's stuck in the machine. Got them.
I'm back.
All right, that was fast.
I had to get an adult carbonated beverage.
Stella, it looks like you're in the Matrix.
I am.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken,
Pacifico. Cheers.
Oh,
Cheerios.
nice.
I've been paying about over $100 a
Hey,
month for.
hey, all I could do is snort some brake clean. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it works great. And get the chlorinated stuff. That's really good.
Just don't bring the torch next to you.
Tom's draining his water glass from yesterday.
Well, don't light it.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. No. What you really want to be careful of is propane torches. Those
Hey,
are
Tom?
dangerous.
There you go.
If you want to sniff.
Hey,
Tom, isn't it something that all those tractors don't come in until springtime? You think they could have found that problem last fall? Eh?
So Phil, which is the Ryobi that you have? Because I'm going to try to send you a link because some of them have like the clip-in kind. Now, is this the one that's the remote that has little ears on it, or is this the one that is flat and you put it right on the carburetor?
Why I hate Ryobi with a vengeance.
Well, I mean, I only see like home light Ryobi primer bulb. That's what it looks like to me.
But it depends
And
on
I don't see different
There's some
sizes.
that are different again.
hold on.
Here comes the whiteboard. Here comes the whiteboard.
Keep yelling at me.
No. You open up the case, and you have all your primer bulb.
Yes.
And if it says Ryobi, you take the whole thing and throw it right in the garbage.
Well, I'm saying you got the pink one.
Yeah. That's the only type of part that I have more of than Hank. That's primer bulbs.
Hold on. Then you got the clear and the clear and the opaque.
Yes, small and smaller.
Yep. And then you got, hold on.
What about the black one?
You got the kind that you get used for the snow blowers.
You got the black one, Kenny? You got the black one?
Yeah.
Black one.
Oh, this is
I don't have a black one because I always wanted to see into
And you got the one.
But then the one, I want to show you the expensive one though. Hold on. What's the expensive one? Oh, here we go. Then you have, and look at the size, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
And are some of them vented?
No. Oh, the only ones vented are the ones for the snowblower. You got to fold your finger.
There are 4 types.
But then you got this one here. Here's the baby. This one here that comes with a hose.
Exactly. And
it's a Husqvarna part number 5450080. Here, somebody look this up. I just want to see what the hell it retails for. It's ridiculous.
This is all I have found for Phil. It's going to be a link. I'm not, this is no.
I can't read.
Yeah, this one here, I think $17. And the only thing different about it is you get a 2-inch, 3-inch piece of hose. And that's for the cheap pull-on chainsaws. That's what this one is.
I've taken those.
If you click that link that I put in there, that's what comes up with the primer bulb for the engine or for the model number that Conquer listed. If you click on that link.
Yeah, here's the 3 different sizes. I don't know if you can see them, but. Oops.
No, none of those are like the link that he has. Click on the link that I put in there, and you'll see what he's looking for.
Oh.
It's something totally different. I've never ever seen it before. Click on that link.
Oh, wait a minute. Toro, wait, hold on. Toro had a black one that you screwed on with a ring, a threaded ring.
Kenny,
and you screwed on the actual.
Kenny, too much information. Huh? Click on the link. You'll see a primer bulb.
Yeah, but you can't click link. You can't click links from here, can you?
Yes, I posted the link. And have you guys ever seen a primer bulb like that?
I sure haven't. No.
Hey, tell it. Do me the WhatsApp link. Do me WhatsApp.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I have not.
What are they on?
Threaded.
Just for your information, there. Can I make you guys laugh? They're
he put
527 pesos.
I'm sorry. Phil said it's for a Ryobi RLM 46140. Okay. I Googled that part number and the word primer bulb, and multiple links came up of all kinds of places.
You're right.
All in the UK, by the way. I didn't get any hits on this side of the pond.
Are you talking this thing here?
Yeah.
No, Kenny.
It's
No.
close
Did
to
you?
that one. It's different.
Did you click the link that I sent to you
Here,
in
I'll show you.
WhatsApp?
Again, make me big.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I can't make you big because I can't click on you because you're where it says the time and live is above your link to click you big.
Well, Phil, just
Oh yeah, there you go. Hold on. Martin's got it. Wait a minute, Martin's got
Phil,
it.
I have
No,
put,
that's not it.
Phil.
That's not it.
No,
that's the one.
That's the one she sent the link to.
Guys, I'm trying to talk to Phil. Phil, I have put that in to a search box, and all I get are hits from the UK, from Mower Magic, Mow Spares, Garden Hire Spares, all these places. I think if you just Google that, you'll find a place over on your side of the pond that has this thing.
Tom said he's got one order.
Wait.
Okay, this is the one that
Can't see it, Kenny. Sorry.
You're awful bright.
Can't see it. Kenny, your background needs to be brighter. It's too much contrast. Turn on that light behind you. No, that's going to make it worse, Kenny.
Worse.
You need more light in your background.
put me up.
Light in the background.
Yeah.
Put
You
me
turn
up.
on that bright light behind you. There you go. Now we'll have a better chance of seeing. No, turn on your front light too.
Jeez.
You want as much light as possible, and then we'll be able to see it better.
Oh, we see it perfect now.
No,
Man,
Hey, Kenny, can you put me up? I'm on it.
Hold on. Where's Brucey? Hold on.
yeah, it's right there.
Hold on. Bruce.
Here, how about this?
There you go.
Which one? The lower right? The lower right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that Martin showed. That's the one that the link goes to.
Who you calling?
Anyway,
Here you go, Kenny.
all I know
just
is that
shared
if you're
this.
working on
Hopefully
something, you still don't have the right primer bulb. I know that if you're working.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. It says genuine Ryobi primer bulb.
No, I can't see that.
Yeah.
That
What I
one.
was gonna mention is
that's
not-
it.
That one there.
Yeah, it says right on there, genuine Ryobi primer
The
bulb.
only thing is that what I'm searching for here is it comes up as
But I've never seen that one here.
It's for a lawnmower.
Wow. I
Right?
seem to remember saying that about 10 minutes ago.
Kenny?
Yeah. I got a model number pulled up here actually from the one you said, Stella.
I do too.
What
Scott, how
the
you doing,
hell?
man?
Who let the door open?
Right?
Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
unguarded for a second, and
There it is.
there you go.
That looks like it's for a junk mower for sure.
Yep, Ryobi. A tiny carburetor where you have your primer threaded, the primer hole threaded instead of a stud. You thread that thing in instead.
Huh.
They last about 2 years. Then the red rubber cracks.
Yeah, huh. I've never seen that.
Well, it almost looks to me like it's got those two little ridges in it. Like the old Briggs and Stratton where you got that special tool that'll
Yeah,
push
so you
in the
can pop it
ends.
out.
Yeah, they click into a hole in the housing for the air intake, and there's a spring inside it, so it helps it retract or come back out.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, they're so poorly made that the rubber there, when it hits sunlight, give it 2 years and it cracks.
Yeah. Is that just a European thing, I would assume? Just UK?
No, it's
Good job. Phil
it's a
said he
Chinese
just
one.
ordered one.
Chinese mowers.
But do they just sell them over there?
I got that 435 brake. Yeah,
Martin,
it came in kit form.
Martin,
Is
I
that
put
what
that
happened?
number in, and all that came up was hits in the UK. Nothing
Yeah.
came up hits for United States.
Yeah, sure.
Scotty, how you
Hey, while I have Scott here, Scott, on those things where they have the broken clip on the
Yeah.
side, do you got to take off the little chrome caps, take a pin out, and then put the new ones in?
No. The
No.
the new clip has like a 120-degree bend in the end of it, and it just pushes into the slot and then catches. Look at one of them
No,
that's
okay.
not
I gotta
broken.
yeah,
See.
yeah,
And when
yeah. He snapped
when
one
you
off.
unlatch those, kind of hold your hand
Yeah.
behind them when you pop it, so it doesn't like.
Oh yeah, they'll snap right off. Yeah, yep. But I tell you one thing though, Scott, we found this screw, which is like the same screw that holds on the choke lever.
Yeah.
It popped out when I was pulling the recoil to try and start it. This fell out of the saw. We don't know where the hell it came from. We're thinking maybe the old recoil that was there, but I can't find. Excuse me, another one of these screws listed
Is
anywhere. I
it
don't
on
know.
the side of the stop switch?
On the side of the stop switch, the one is already there that's on the stop switch, but there's another one. As I was pulling it out in the driveway, I hear ding. I go, what's that?
That's the one
And I look on the ground, and it's one of these screws with the washer on it that like you use in the stop switch. But what's his name? Vintage Engine Tom seems to think maybe when the guy blew up the starter, it stuck to the magnet on the flywheel. And maybe when I was pulling it just. But where'd it come from? We have no clue.
That's
Or
too small
from that
for the
chainsaw last
starter.
week that you were working on in your driveway.
Hey,
Yeah, no, like I said, I bought these Chinese kits, which are great. Got them in one day. The RB149 clone, and I tell you, worked perfect. Worked
Is that
absolutely
from
perfect.
MTLANDO or Mandalo or something like that?
Whatever this Chinesium label says.
Because the ones I've been buying, it's from a company called Mantalo or so. They all come in those little plastic thingies.
Yeah, I think that's it. But it was $8.40, and I got it in like 18 hours.
Yeah,
Two of them for $8.40.
I've had good luck with that stuff.
I like to get mine from.
I tell you, they work. Yeah, I mean the Zama kit. My dealer said list price is like $14 for the RB149 kit, and I was like, shit, I can get two brand new ones. The only problem in this one, Stel, the spring for the metering lever was a lot longer on the Chinese kit. It was about 100 thousandths longer.
They normally are, Kenny, and I always reuse.
Yeah, but you don't want to put that much extra pressure on the diaphragm, do you?
I always reuse the old spring, always.
Yeah, that's what we did. The only thing I had a problem with, the gasket for the stupid fuel pump. What a nightmare that was, getting that off. Oh,
I did that in a video one time, and I got so much grief from people about not using the new spring. So, who knows?
Really?
No, but
this one here, it would have been a hell of a lot more tension on that.
That is correct, and
diaphragm.
that's why I chose to use the original spring. Everyone says, "No, just replace everything." It's like, oh, okay, whatever.
The other thing is,
Yeah, because to me, if you had a higher tension spring, it wouldn't pump as much fuel because it wouldn't be pumping as much or as fast with the more tension. I think.
How does that work again, Kenny?
Don't work that way at all. Like diaphragm doesn't pump the fuel.
it's getting impossible.
Easy. We got a couple of kids.
The only other thing there's with the Chinese kits is that the little nipple on the pump. On
what?
The nipple on the pump.
I measure those. Yep.
Yeah, you should.
Oh yeah, there's two of them. There's two of them depending on the carburetor, or the one with the slot in it.
What I'm trying to say is they will send you one, say an RB141, and it'll have the wrong height.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the only thing you got to watch out for in those. Other than that, I have never had one on the metering that ever failed on me ever.
Right.
Yeah. But that's why I called Scott, because this called out an RB. If I looked up just 435 Husky carb kit, it'll call it an RB122. But I gave Scott the serial number, the 7 or 9 digit number, and it came out to an RB149. When I look at the two, it looks exactly the same, but maybe one of them had a bigger tit on the diaphragm. I don't know.
And that's sometimes all it takes. And Husqvarna also have this thing. They do the same thing with Kohler engines. They will have a code for the carb or the engine or whatever that is specific when it sits on a Husqvarna. So they can have like a Sama or a Walbro, but the number of that carburetor is exactly the same carburetor that sits on something else, but it has a specific number for that particular Husqvarna machine, and it takes a specific carb kit. It's the same carb kit as a ton of other things.
Right.
But I mean, I guess and correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, if you work in the shop, you do it for a living, you don't care about this crap. You just want it to work the first time you open it so you can move on.
I don't like using the aftermarket kits. I've had some bad luck with them. And, if you have to open a car back up and put another kit in it, there's your profits gone.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. You do it for a living. You don't want to be messing with this.
Yeah. No, I mean, I used to be that way.
Do that, but you can't.
Yeah. I used to be that way all the time, only OEM on those kits, but lately, some of the quality, I don't know, it just seems pretty good.
It may very well be, but I'm not even trying them to know whether or not they've got.
No, you can't afford a callback. Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying, I have never had one that's gone bad on me that I know of. I mean, really,
I
haven't.
couple of those Oregon kits that didn't work for me.
Yeah.
The ones that have the clear fuel pump in them.
Yeah.
Probably the same Chinese manufacturing plant. They just stamp Oregon on it as opposed to HIPAA or Mentolo or whatever.
I mean, all the kits, no matter what name is on them, even Zama or Walbro, they're all made over there. So
Exactly. That's
quality
what
control is a
They're
little
made
better.
in China.
I'm telling you that they're pumping out Walbro OEM stuff from 8 to 4, and then they turn off the light, and then they continue working, put it in clear bags, and out it goes. Because there is, and then they put in another spring. So it's it's weird, but yeah.
I think the biggest thing I see is that a lot of those companies, not Walbro Zama, but a lot of the other ones, they want to sell so many kits to so many people for so many models that they don't take the time to realize that this kit doesn't actually work in this model, but they got it listed anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually, I think the next video that I'm going to start editing is the same idea about a aftermarket carburetor.
Yeah.
Well, the other problem I find with them too is they just include this plethora of stuff that's the wrong to begin with, the wrong spark plug, the wrong size fuel lines, the wrong fuel filter, all this sort of stuff. So people think, what a great deal I'm getting, but you're getting all the wrong stuff.
It's the right stuff for one of those 50 models they got listed.
Exactly.
Try next time you get one of those kits with that spark plug in, which for me just goes straight in the bin.
Yeah, it's a waste of
try and weigh it. Try and weigh it up against a brand name.
You mean literally put it on a scale?
Yeah, sometimes they only weigh 2/3 of an NGK or a Champion.
Interesting. I'll try that. Because I have some scales that 20 years ago you would get somebody come into your house for you buying these kind of scales. But I used to do that to measure the weight of rollers in CVTs for like scooters and whatnot. Because you have these plastic rollers and they're like 3-gram rollers and 4-gram rollers, really tiny differences. And it makes a big difference on the acceleration and uptake on a scooter running a CVT. So, so I have a set of those scales.
If you ever get that plug in that blue box that says
I'll do that.
To try it. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes they're one, but sometimes they're lighter. I don't know how.
I will do that.
Hi, Kenny.
Hey, you guys talk about nostalgia, right? I bought this thing in 1975.
What is it?
Right.
Oh yeah, it's a Radio Shack AM radio. Awesome, man.
AM radio. I made my own speaker out of a shoebox with an old coaxial speaker I found at the
I bet
junkyard,
it sounded a lot better.
and I plugged it into the earphone jack. Well, all you had back then was AM. We didn't have the FM around here back in the early 70s, whatever. And I opened up the back of it, and I'm going to talk to Gary Bernanke. It probably just has blown capacitors, but the cool thing about it, let me see if I can open it up. I want to show you. this was totally cool. I never realized this.
The capacitors just lose their capacity.
Well,
no
they
pun
leak,
intended.
they blow up. Yeah. No, but well, let me show you what's cool about this radio. Like I said, I bought this when I was 12 years old.
When I was 12 years old, I made a crystal radio, no battery, nothing, just earphones.
Nice.
But here's what's cool, guys. Look what's inside the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on the back of my stove from the 1900s.
Yeah. The full schematic. And I was smart enough where I removed the battery years ago. So I'm just going to check it.
Hey,
It looks like the caps are okay, but
hold it back up again, Kenny.
I would just put a battery in it and give it a try, Ken.
No, dude, the 1, 2, 3. Hold it back up again.
what?
I'm counting 1, 2, 4 electrolytic capacitors. Just
Yeah.
replace those 4, the blue ones that are sitting upright. Replace
Yeah.
those and it'll work. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Desolder those things.
Well, let me throw a battery.
Battery, yeah. Put the battery
Do I have
in
a
there.
battery? Hold on. Hold on.
Get WPOP, which is no longer around.
Yeah, I used to have to do a lot of electronic maintenance and repairs on stuff like that, going into old high schools and whatnot. And again, that was all that was wrong with this stuff is replacing the 3 or 4 electrolytic capacitors that are on the power supply for the whole system, and that was it.
Yeah.
Wait. Should I test the battery?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, they're not.
Remember we used to do that years
Yeah,
ago?
not that stuff.
We were idiots, weren't we?
There's
We were
nothing wrong
idiots.
with that.
Yeah.
I do that now, Kenny. What are you talking about?
That's 9 volts will just give you a little zip. That's it.
I'm scared of electricity, so I don't.
Oh, Klaus, electricity is
No, nothing, sell it.
Just
Nothing stuff.
replace those 4 electrolytic capacitors. They are polarized. You have to make sure you put the plus and the minus on the right thing. Just desolder them. If you have a solder sucker or a solder wick, anything like that, just desolder them. Just order the new ones off of Mouser or Amazon or somewhere and replace them. I guarantee it'll work. Or send it to me and I'll replace them.
I
for
was
you.
thinking about I was going to take a road trip up to Gary Bernanke's and have some fun.
Yeah, well, he'll fix it in a flash.
I've got
If
a set of walkie-talkies from 1965.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
You got a new string for him?
That's why it became a phone though.
Yeah, mine says Campbell's Tomato on one end and Maxwell House on the other.
Touche, Scott.
Can I show you guys something cool in the meantime?
Yeah.
I was at I think I do this every year. We go to the chalk art where they draw drawings on the sidewalks.
Yeah, where it looks like you're falling through the
well,
earth.
this is the one that won.
Wow.
Nice.
Whoop,
What's
there we
the
go.
size
And
of
if you
that?
look, you can see the breaks in the sidewalk on her face.
Yeah.
How big is there? How big is she?
That would be about 8 feet.
Nice.
Wow.
Moly.
Too bad it's got to wash away.
Yeah, and that's something, eh? Yeah, oh yeah, they're already half gone.
Did they say how long it took to draw that?
I've got about 60 of the pictures from it. It's cool.
Bruce, did they say how long it took to draw that?
That's 2 days.
Wow.
I used to love that shirt they were building sandcastles. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's the same idea.
I love that one guy who goes real fast with the paintbrush, then flips it upside down, and it's like this wild painting. You ever see that guy on YouTube? He literally takes a brush with like 3 colors, goes crazy like he's epileptic seizure, and then he flips it upside down. It's like a portrait of
Wow,
somebody.
that's amazing.
YouTube. Don't speak there. That stuff will never catch on.
Yeah. The digital stuff's never going to catch on.
No, it's just too expensive.
10 reasons.
We were just talking about that the other day. You remember when you had to take film to the pharmacy and get it developed?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Photo man. Photo
Oh,
hut.
yeah.
You never know what they were going to be like until you got them back.
Yeah.
No. The funny thing was when you're in the drugstore and all of a sudden the nudies start coming out and you're like, oh shit, what are you doing? Because they didn't know the guy was taking porno pictures of his wife.
Or you took a picture of yourself in a hotel bathroom.
I lived in Southern.
We had a drugstore here called Super X, and the film would go in front of the store window, face up, so you could see the pictures as they're coming out of the developer. And one day, no shit, they came out, and it was all nude pictures of some woman. Oh my God, they went crazy.
Turn your speaker up.
They wondered why they had like 1,000 people stand in front of their window.
I used to, well, back from the start to the mid 90s, I lived in Southern California, and we took lots of pictures to send home. I lived there for 3 years, and my mom required X amount of photos sent over. You'd have to go. You got them in these little nice gray folders. There would be like 15 pictures in it, and then you had to go to the post office to ship it, which cost an arm and a leg. And it's like, and today you just go attach file. Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah, waiting an hour for that photo to develop is the longest hour of your life.
Well, I was
right.
I was a cheapskate. I went to the Chinese guy, and he took 2 days, but they cost half the price. And when you went in the store, it smelled like some sort of that developing fluid they're using. Something was leaking somewhere. But
Duplicating fluid. That was the stuff in high school. I love the smell of that.
It's called Taiwan soup.
Yeah. No, those were the days.
Today is the first day of the second half of my trip. Day number 46.
Ooh.
Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
Exactly.
It is. And it's a good day because we woke up.
So, Bruce, you're down there for another 3 months?
No, I'm 1.5 months in.
Oh, that's right. Okay, 3 months total. Wow.
Day 46, yeah.
Wow, it went quick. Seems like you just got there.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool.
And you found 16 pesos already, right?
I have now 36 pesos or 42.
Wow. I'm telling you, there's a tariff on that when you're coming back.
Well, I bought a metal detector for shits and giggles, so I'll be like calling you up, Bruce.
Okay.
There you go.
I do have one, but it's a really, really cheap one. And the only reason why I haven't thrown it out yet is that I haven't taken the batteries out of it yet. That thing is the most useless piece of equipment ever. I mean, it beeps all the time.
Right.
You go near, I test it up against a shovel. It goes beep. I take it away from the shovel, beep. And you can adjust the gain so it doesn't beep. And then you put it back to the shovel and it stays quiet.
Well, when you first start doing it, I had my shovel in one hand and the metal detector in the other, and it kept beeping. And I thought, what the heck? It was beeping from the shovel.
The shovel.
I lift the shovel up. I got to lift the shovel away, and then you get. And then if the sand is wet, you just get a 9 and a wah. Like that's just everything.
Yeah. Well, the one I have has like 3 different tones. And I get the exact same tone, which tells me it's high value for a silver dollar from 1879. Because I went and pulled all this crap out of my house, laid them out on my pavers. So I get the same high value tone from a 1879 silver dollar and a 2024 quarter. Okay, I don't get it. And then my dad's 18 karat gold wedding band.
Wow.
The same as like the brass and stainless steel plumbing fittings I have. It's like,
that's why I just end up digging everything, Stella.
Yeah, just dig everything up and see what comes up. Yeah.
Well, the Mexican money. Oh, stay there.
Let's see.
Yeah. So this is a 5 peso coin.
Nice. Oh, so it's like a double thing. It's like brass in the middle.
Steel over brass or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now sometimes I'll pick up the 2 tones like because it's got the 2 different steels in it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I get excited when I hear the 2 tone.
Have you found anything else that makes that 2-tone?
No. Well, my shovel, because it's got different types of rivets in it.
Yeah, I had rusty nails and a copper penny tell me the same thing. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
It's just different steel. Hi, Kenny.
Hello, Kenny.
Get that coin collector off of there.
What's going on?
Oh.
speed painter.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't look like paint cans that he had. It looked like something else to me, but that's okay.
Oh, he uses brushes.
It's going to be a face.
So
There's
when-
another guy that spins the paper, and he.
Yeah, watch when he's done. Watch when he's done.
It's a cat.
You're like, what the heck? Looks like Rorschach, you know?
My neck is
It's like,
hurting.
it's like me when I get my finger in the jar of anti-seize.
There he goes.
Yeah, I was looking at that. My neck was
Oh.
hurting trying to look at that.
Right.
Nice.
He must have some sort of, like, I don't know, dyslexia.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. But if you go on his channel, some of the stuff he does, you're like the detail, and he does it in like 18, 19 seconds. It's ridiculous.
Somehow they got to be talented to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours and 15
Already?
minutes. So even though we had the technical difficulties and I'm on death's door here, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for all your help this week with that 435. Hopefully, we'll get the break in there tomorrow. All right, we're going to go to the after chat. Anyone, if you want to go in the after chat, we got room for one more. The link is out there. So thanks to everybody for showing up. Hopefully it wasn't too bad with the technical difficulties, but we will see you all next week.
Take care.
Ciao.
Okay, guys.
Our feet are the same.